This is a case study built today for a client where we applied the human in the loop technique. What was the challenge? The client is a content creation company. They create content for their own clients and they wait for the approval of this content from their clients. The thing is that inviting their people joining their Airtable system causes two problems. The first one is that every single user is counted as a billable user, which increases the operational cost of the platform. The second thing is that even using specific interfaces, those users have access to your entire application, which may causes security troubles later on. Just in case if you invite them to the entire base instead of only the interface, this will cause you the problem. And we can use the human in the loop to solve this challenge. This case study took us to build it almost 30 minutes, and we used the curator application that is responsible to create a form. Let's see firstly how it really works. We want to send for approval one record details to our client, right? And this curator application creates a form dynamically using AI, and it shows only the fields that is needed from the client to make his decision and the input fields about his decision. So the client receives only a link with this form and he can submit this form immediately. When the form is submitted, we then receive back on our Airtable system or whatever you're using, guys, the response from the external partner, and this updates the record immediately. And this way, we don't have to give access to external partners, saving the cost from our operations and also taking out the security risks. So let's see how it works. We need two automation scenarios and one system, one place to trigger the entire process. When I use my trigger, this is my trigger, it will update these two fields. All right. When I run the process, the webhook receives the record ID, we find the record details, and we simply send this data to Curator to generate for us the form. Here are the fields we want them to be either visible. Those fields can be visible but not editable. There are a couple of fields that are editable, like this one, the make a decision testing. I gave the same, exactly the same field names, and we can have hidden fields like the record ID. The record ID must be fitted on the form in order to, when the form is submitted, to know which record should be updated. All right, so this process will return us back the link for proofing, which is auto created from Curator. This is the job this guy does. So if we open it, we see here approved with changes. This is my approval. This is my approval. Let's leave it like that. I can see these details like the community job number, the community name, and I give my input. So I submit it, and this automatically triggers another record where we know the record ID. That's where we need the record ID from our table to live right on Curator form. So we immediately can update our record. And if we go back, we see immediately that the response arrived. So this way, using the technique of a human in the loop, we just save huge amount of costs, and we can invite everyone outside of our ecosystem or outside of our business to join our operations and give their input.